Hello, my name is Nathan, and hello family and friends. I'm competing in a long distance triathlon event, which is a Ironman full distance event. And it's in Busselton. So this is my road to Busselton, my video diary where I have been talking through the journey and I have a set number of items that I go through to keep things on track and as a good record, and hopefully it's interesting. So it has been another, sorry, that's not right. This week has been the work reduces week. So it's been a less week, but with different types of intensities. So let's get into it. How am I feeling? I would say, even though quite reduced, I've just finished a session about 3 hours ago, and I'm feeling probably 6 to 7 out of 10. So just starting to recover from that, which is my last long run of the campaign. My training distances this week, the swim was 8.2k. The bike work was only 97 kilometres, and the run was 32k. So my average resting heart rate over the week is 45, which is 2 beats down. So a significant difference, obviously 47 from last week when the normal type training distances were in, and we were up around 200 to 300 or more kilometres on the bike and a little more in the run. So that's what's going on down there with the average resting heart rate over the week. My weight was sitting around 84, so a little on the higher side of the scale. Things learnt from the training. Now, I would say this has been another reminder week of put yourself in the best mental place that you can to make your body follow. That will give you the best chance of achieving your session. And this week was another reminder of that. Injuries and niggles. Well, I haven't been able to get rid of, and I guess probably a pipe dream, to get rid of Achilles tendonitis while you're trying to do one of these events. It's still around, and I'm still doing the strengthening and stretching exercises. It flares up, and I rehab it, settle it down from the angry, and we keep going. So I had a knot last week in the left lower quad. That's gone, so that's good. And there was one in the right lower quad from my soleus exercise, also related to the Achilles tendonitis rehab regime. So that's almost gone. So only thing really still causing trouble, or at least hanging around to be annoying, is the Achilles tendonitis. And that's, if you know much about it, not a surprise that it's not gone. I would suggest that I'll be able to properly get rid of it when the event's over, and that's probably a bit of a Captain Obvious there. Equipment Maintenance. Well, I replaced my chain, as I said I would last week. So the way I do that regime is put it on for a shorter session straight out of the cardboard box from Shimano. Now that will grind the factory grease essentially out of the grooves and the chain links. And then I put it through my 2-hour session of cleaning with terps and then the stripping with methylated spirits. That takes me about 2 hours to do. Don't enjoy that, but it's a great result. And of course, you then blow dry it, and then of course use your lubricant, which in my case is still an oil-based at this time. So, and I rode on it yesterday. So very happy with how that's going. New chain day is almost like new bike day, almost. Achievements and failures. So as I mentioned, the week was set up very much weighted towards the end of the week. All the sessions were certainly shorter. I had a long swim on Tuesday, which in particular was a bit intimidating. There were 4 500-metre reps after the warm-up, all increasing in intensity. And then it was straight into 12 by 50 in zone 4. So that was certainly an effort, and I achieved those targets, so very happy with that. The Saturday ride was a 2-hour ride, which essentially for all other times is easy. So actually easy. Now, us age groupers often make the mistake of never doing easy correctly. So I believe I certainly did. And every 15 minutes, there was 5 minutes at zone 4. So there was obviously across 2 hours, there's 6 reps. So I was able to hit, which was in my world, 220 to 250 watts, sometimes a bit more than that, but that was every 15 minutes, 5 minutes of that. So I achieved that yesterday, which is good. And then I had the same swim this morning that I did on Tuesday, and I was, after conquering it once, I certainly had confidence and did well, perhaps a little better, but I did well this morning. And then this afternoon, like I said, 3 or maybe even 4 hours ago, was my last long slow run, which is 2.5 hours. I think it was 5 minute 39, 38, something like that, average pace over that distance. So I'm very happy with that. Had to stay under 147 beats. So unfortunately, around the 140 something minute, 1 hour 45 minutes something mark, there were a couple of times where it went over, and of course had to slow down rather dramatically to get the heart rate down. To execute the session properly. So probably little bits of failures in there, certainly towards the end, but on the whole, the average heart rate was 143, so I'm happy with that. It was in the warm, even though there were nice breezes coming off the ocean. So more of an achievement than a failure, so that's good. So the training week ahead, very similar. It's very muchly weighted towards the end of the week, but there's a long swim Tuesday, which will be repeated on Sunday. Although this coming Sunday, I don't need to do the run after it. So the Saturday will be the same 2-hour ride as yesterday, with 5 minutes at zone 4 every 15 minutes. But this time there will be a 1 hour run zone 2, just like today. So stay under 147. So I'll be doing that ride probably starting around 8 or 9 o'clock. You want to be finished by midday, which certainly will be quite warm and achieve the outcome that we're after there. So have to be very careful and keep the heart rate down, put plenty of water on the body. So yeah, we at the end of next week, so essentially next week is taper week, and then we have taper week 2 leading into the race. So that means we have one more video like this next Sunday night, and then I will do the race recap, which won't be race night because that's Sunday. It'll be Monday, all going to plan, or maybe Tuesday. We shall see. So yeah, everything's moving along well. Yeah, just needing to make sure that I'm holding to the specific targets of the sessions. So that's where we're sitting. I think I'm looking at the distances are probably going to be reasonably similar, although there looks like to be less in the running category. Yeah, so the bike. Oh no, there'll be less on the bike, but the swim's probably going to be similar to this week. So that will be the work reducers part 2 next week. So this week was the work reducers. If you'd like to see my Garmin data, leave a comment, hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up. All the best with your training, and have a good week.